where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally.
We were all asked to leave. There's a drone flying up ahead right now. Uh, it's an extremely bizarre situation.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Modern Perspective Podcast. We're currently live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We want to appreciate everyone who's been supporting our live streams and tuning in every Sunday at 7 o'clock. So this week, we're going to start off with the Corey Holcomb situation. Amin, what's your opinion on that situation?
I feel like it's very unfortunate how that played out, and I feel like he's definitely lame and goofy for doing that. Like super, super trash for doing that. Um, and I just feel like sometimes it kind of reminds me of like sometimes money doesn't make some a person that's lame, money doesn't change their character. Like that's not going to change their character. That's not going to keep them from being lame. And I feel like that was crazy. And I don't know, maybe his ego was hurt or whatever, but I just feel like that wasn't cool what he did at all.
True, true. Money can't unlame you. Yeah, I love that. What
Yeah, I
about
was
you,
good.
Phoebe?
I feel like at this point, like I mean, it is unfortunate that that happened, and like Ahmed was saying, like it doesn't matter how much money you got. At the end of the day, like you are yourself. Like you're not gonna change. Like that's not gonna change you. You feel me? Like people, they gotta stop doing these publicity stunts for money. I feel like you feel me.
Yep.
That is
Yeah,
really true.
yeah, and then Fifi, that's a good perspective because like it could be a publicity stunt too. You know what I'm saying? So that could be it too. But like how I seen it, I just seen it from the moral perspective of it because just seeing him as that old school black entertainer, like Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, kind of like a father figure type thing. He probably has kids himself, so you out here slapping women in front of a whole bunch of men. It's like it just shows how awful your character is. It's like what like what's going on in your head to think that this is acceptable or like I'm supposed to be doing something like this as a grown ass man with probably his own children and has his own daughters. And do you want your daughters being slapped in the middle of the street? Do you want that to be the example for everybody to see? Even if it is a publicity stunt, is that a great example for your daughters or your family or your nephews or people who love you to see some awful display such as that?
And the lady wasn't even that big. Like she looks like she's little, and like she looks very like shaken up by it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and go on to the ICE detention. What do y'all think about how crazy the ICE detention that stuff is? So they're saying that they have an ICE detention center for children in Texas, which is something that we recently just found out. Like we knew nothing about that. We were recently going to talk about the Alex Pratt situation where he got shot by ICE agents, and this is probably the second person who's died in Minneapolis who died for pretty much nothing. But this is pretty much crazy what's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary. I couldn't even imagine like what the children are feeling in this moment, like not realizing like what's going on. Like, yeah, of course they have some kind of idea what's going on, but you got to think like as a child, they're probably just wondering like why? Why is this happening to me? Like, what did I do? And that's gonna really it's gonna haunt them for the rest of their lives because after all of this is all said and done, they're gonna be traumatized. Like this is gonna be like a lifelong thing. Like they're gonna have to, it's gonna take years to get over this kind of thing. Like this
Yes,
kind of stuff just doesn't go away. Like, you know what
Fifi,
I mean?
these
It
kids
takes
are
time.
freaking traumatized. These kids are literally getting snatched from the schools and going to ICE detention
Yeah.
centers. You think
Yep.
that you're not going to be traumatized by that? That's worse than seeing the Twin Towers fall when I was in school.
I
We saw the
remember
Twin
that.
Towers fall. They have to get locked up in an ICE detention truck and then sent to an ICE detention center.
Yep. And they didn't even do
Don't talk.
nothing
Don't
wrong.
talk. We can't talk about trauma. These kids have real trauma.
Facts. They really
Go
do.
ahead.
It's just awful. They're literally in prison. That like I look at that as like they're in prison. Like that's not That's not right. This world is gone mad, y'all. Like, no, no cap.
That is true, but it's unfortunate that, shit falls downhill. Even though what I'm about to say is not the circumstance for everyone, but it's like, you know, if your parents come here knowing that they're not here legally, like they're putting their kids in harm's way. But then you do have the, instances where ICE is getting out of control and they're just bothering people who are legally here. So
Right,
it
right.
sucks all the way around. No child deserves any of that. But a lot of the times, like the shit falls downhill from their parents.
That makes sense. That's an interesting perspective. I never
Yeah,
thought of it like
that
that.
is
But at the same
interesting
time,
from a legal
like,
perspective. Like if you
yeah, but
go
they didn't
like,
ask for this,
but then at the
like,
same time,
Right.
like, yeah, exactly. The child didn't ask for this. It's like if a child is in a domestic family violence situation, the child didn't ask for this. This is just a
Yeah.
child. He's had to go through that trauma.
innocent,
You know what I'm saying?
innocent. They
Yep.
innocent. The children are innocent.
And America does have perks for the parents to even want to come over here. So it's like a freaking seesaw kind of thing.
Facts.
You know, what I mean,
It's
what's your
sad.
perspective on it, man?
I do feel like it's definitely the ice. Ice overall is just Trump
I mean,
is
they're
really
doing
just
too much at this point, man. Y'all
yeah,
supposed to be
they're
doing
doing too
immigration.
much.
Y'all
They're going too
doing, you know
far.
what I'm saying? Everything.
I feel like there it's a lot of stuff going on. It's just like it's people are running the ruck. Like it's a lot going on. Um, and I feel like that's just a horrible situation for the children. Like you guys were saying, that is a lot of trauma that is happening. And I wonder what the difference is between like the rules, like what were the rules prior to, because ICE wasn't doing this for
Right.
a long time. So I'm trying to figure out like, was there like a order? Like did Trump order like y'all need to go out and raid and stuff? Like I'm trying to figure out what the difference between these couple past years and versus like what's been going on, because there's been immigrants for a long time. So that was my first thought. Like I know he did order it, but I just was wondering like, dang, like how are he finding these people? How is this working?
Right.
The
Like they're just
yeah,
getting found magically. Like they're going to dig for those people. That is
Hmm.
true.
yeah. I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is between then and now is Donald Trump is giving these ICE agents $50,000 to go out in the streets and do these horrible things to people.
Mm,
Money is the motive. That's what
mm.
this is all about. They got
Right.
paid real big and now they're just, following orders and it's sick. Like they literally doing too much. Like,
So they were just laying back prior. They just were laid back and just people at
Yeah,
the border. If
nobody
you got
even
caught, you got caught.
knew about ICE. Like I've only ever heard of ICE one time when I went to jail, and this girl was from like Australia or something, and they had an ICE hold on her. And I'm like,
Mm,
okay, well that's immigrant. That's the only time I've ever heard of ICE. They've always been just,
same,
chilling, minding their business.
right.
But you are
same.
right. It gave me the chills because I actually saw an ad, promoting, hey, we're gonna give you X amount of dollars for you to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You're giving people firearms with
Mm-hmm.
ulterior motives. Like that definitely reminds me of the police. Like not enough training. You're not checking for people's moral compasses. There are people in this world that just want to invoke violence and want to slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And you're giving just more. You're opening more doors for those people.
They at the point where it don't matter like if you an American citizen or not. They out there trying to tell people that they have fake birth certificates and shit.
Mm,
Whoa. So
Yeah,
after
like
just looking something up, it must have had to be on the hush hush because during Obama's term, he had over 3 million people removed with ICE. But
how
mm,
many?
Trump's was only like 300,000. 3 million.
mm. During
Hmm.
Obama's term.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Maybe he was low key about it. Maybe he wasn't
Yeah.
raiding. Maybe he
And then,
wasn't
Huh.
raiding homes. I don't know.
and then,
That's
every
interesting.
single president, like they're all cousins. They're all related. Even Obama. Every single president that the United States has ever had, except for one, which is Roosevelt, all of them were related. Like whether it's on the mom's side or the dad's side.
Wow.
I don't under. That's crazy. So what is the difference between then and now? There was like
Why
no
they
one
so
really heard
loud with
about
it?
this stuff, but they are now. I don't
Yeah, but have y'all heard about the Adam 22 and the Jason Love fight?
know. Yes. H- How embarrassing. Like,
I mean, have you heard about it? Because I don't know if you're like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I haven't heard about it. I did look it up a little earlier. Uh that's crazy. That's a crazy situation. Adam, I feel like he likes being humiliated. Like just
Exactly, and
he
like
has
me and Resourceful was just talking about that. It was kind of like it's like a humiliation. Like you just like looking like a clown.
yeah, he's
mm,
into being humiliated, treated like shit. Like that's just his forte. He likes that. So he finds every opportunity to do it.
Yeah, and
It's
then he
some type of
understands it's
trauma
kind of,
there.
and then he understands it's like a money thing too, because he knows, okay, well, if I'm getting clowned, then that's my name getting more out there. That's more eyes on my podcast. But that's more money for me in the long run. But at the same time, are you gonna do it in a shameful way in order to get that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got to think about when you're older, like, are you going to look back and be proud of your work, you know? Like, with the stuff that you put into this world, are you going to look back and say, like, I understand people have phases and people go through life, but it's like, you got to progress. You got to want to do better for yourself. And I feel like it's just, that's not a good look
nah,
for
I
yourself.
mean, but
no.
that's a funny ass way of explaining it, bro. But it's just straight to the truth. It's like, well, damn, if you doing some shameful ass work, how's it gonna look when you look back at it? Like, okay, well, damn, I did a lot of shameful work.
Hmm.
You know you're gonna be
That
feeling
is kind
crazy
of
about
true.
himself. Like, damn, like getting clapped by him and the fucking white. Like, that's crazy.
And at first, I really like was based all around like the money part of it. But you know what? Now that Amin said that, like I really feel like some people have kinks. That might be a weird kink of his to be humiliated. Like
It
I
is. It
You're
don't
definitely
right.
know.
You're
is.
right. I never even thought of that. That's a good point.
Him,
I forgot all about that.
yeah,
People out
his
there be
wife.
having these crazy fetishes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and then I'm
Yeah.
getting paid off of my kink, so why not? Hey,
yeah.
wow.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's a
so this was
perspective.
a really good
Yo,
podcast
I
tonight.
never.
I
Wait,
want everybody
is
to
that even? Did he speak that though? Did he actually say that? Like, that's one of his kinks? Did he say that for real?
yeah,
No,
Fifi,
we
we
just
finna close down tonight. We finna go ahead and close this stream. We had a really good Sunday stream tonight. Let's go ahead and let our main close out.
great guys. It's Black History Month. Happy Black History
Happy
Month.
Black History Month.
Happy
All
Yeah,
right,
Black
like
History
happy
Month.
Black History Month. We appreciate y'all. It's Modern Perspective Podcast. Tune in next Sunday, 7 o'clock. YouTube, Kick, Twitch. You can see us live every Sunday at 7 o'clock. Y'all appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna drop Aaliyah.